1. Berat, the city of 1,000 windows. Berat, one of Albania's oldest and most picturesque cities, is a living museum of Ottoman architecture and Balkan heritage. Nestled on the Azam River and watched over by its grand castle, Berat is often called the city of 1,000 windows due to the traditional white Ottoman houses with large windows stacked on the hillsides. Gazing across the valley, the crown jewel of Berat is Kala-i Berat Berat Castle, a sprawling hilltop fortress still inhabited by locals. Within its ancient stone walls are cobbled paths, Byzantine churches, Ottoman mosques, and the Onufri Museum, home to dazzling Orthodox icons painted in rich red hues. Each step inside the castle echoes stories of Illyrians, Byzantines, and Ottomans who once held this hill. Strolling through Mongolam and Gorica, Berat's two historic quarters on opposite riverbanks, is like walking through time. Wooden shutters, stone alleys, and ornate doors transport visitors back centuries. The Gorica Bridge, an 18th century Ottoman construction, elegantly connects the quarters and offers stunning views of the city. But Berat is not just history, it is also serenity and authenticity. You can sip local raki or wine in hillside taverns, with sunset views over terracotta roofs, or hike into the nearby Tamor National Park, a sacred mountain range veiled in mystery and home to Albania's Bektashi religious festival. With its blend of heritage, tranquility, and untouched natural beauty, Berat is a place to feel Albania's soul. 2. Gjirokastër, the Stone City, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and the birthplace of both Albania's dictator Enver Hoxha and internationally acclaimed writer Ismail Kadar. Gjirokastër is a city carved from stone and layered with history, myth, and melancholy. Its striking architecture, towering Ottoman mansions with stone slab roofs, and fortress-like foundations earns it the name City of Stone. The Old Bazaar Quarter is a living showcase of Albanian craftsmanship, where narrow, inclined streets wind around artisan shops, and lead to centuries-old homes like Sekate House and Skenjuli House, open to the public and frozen in time. Overlooking the entire city is the Gjirokastër Fortress, an immense 12th century citadel that has served as a castle, prison, and military stronghold. Today, it houses a military museum and the eerie remnants of an American fighter jet from the Cold War. From its walls, one gets sweeping views of the Drino Valley and the snow-capped mountains beyond. Nearby, the haunting Cold War tunnel, a secret underground bunker built by Hoxha, reveals the paranoia and complexity of Albania's communist era. Yet Gjirokastër is also deeply poetic. It's a place where the scent of mountain herbs fills the air, where old women weave by hand, and where folklore lives on in festivals, music, and legend. 3. Sarandë, the Riviera Gem. Sarandë is the shimmering jewel of the Albanian Riviera, Mediterranean city, where crystal waters meet lush hillsides, where beach life pulses by day, and vibrant cafes come alive by night. Just across from the Greek island of Corfu, Sarandë blends Ionian beauty with Balkan warmth. At the heart of Sarandë is its waterfront promenade, perfect for sunset strolls, flanked by palms and lined with bars, restaurants, and gelaterias. The beaches, especially Paskrat Mirror Beach and Ksamil, just to the south, are breathtakingly beautiful, with turquoise shallows and powdery sand that rival any in the region. But Sarandë's allure isn't just its coast. The nearby Butrint National Park, a UNESCO site, is one of the most important archaeological zones in the Balkans. The ruins span from Greek to Roman, Byzantine to Venetian, set amidst a pristine lagoon and lush wetlands teeming with wildlife. Just above the city, the Lekresi Castle offers panoramic views across the sea and into the mountains. With a drink in hand at the castle restaurant, visitors can gaze down at the blue coast below, watching ferries glide past Corfu. Sarandë, with its laid-back energy, thriving Riviera vibe, and deep historical roots, is the perfect mix of hedonism and heritage. 4. Theth, a hidden alpine village. Tucked deep within the accursed mountains of northern Albania, Theth is a remote alpine village that feels untouched by time. Surrounded by towering limestone peaks, pine forests, and waterfalls, it's one of the most beautiful places in the Balkans, yet still wonderfully undervisited. The heart of the village is the iconic Theth Church, a small stone chapel with a wooden roof, set against a backdrop of jagged mountains. Next to it lies the eerie Kulla, and a new Gimet Lock and Tower, once used for blood feud protection, a grim but fascinating insight into the region's history of tribal law. Hiking is the soul of Theth. The Theth to Llogara Pass is Albania's most celebrated trek, an unforgettable day-long journey over a high mountain pass with jaw-dropping vistas at every turn. Along the way, hikers encounter shepherd huts, alpine meadows, and glacial rivers. Nearby natural wonders include Gruna's waterfall, a stunning 30-meter drop amidst the forest, and the Blue Eye of Theth, a vibrant turquoise pool fed by mountain springs, so cold it numbs your skin in seconds. In Theth, there are no large hotels, only homestays and guesthouses run by warm-hearted locals. Traditional dishes like byrek, fresh trout, and mountain cheese are served with stories by the hearth. Electricity may flicker, but the starlight never dims. Theth is not just a place, it's a sanctuary for the soul. 5. Ksamil, the tropical side of Albania. Often called the Maldives of Europe, Ksamil is a beach paradise tucked at the southern tip of Albania's Riviera. With its powder-white sands, crystal-clear waters, and tiny islets just offshore, it's no surprise that Ksamil has become a must-visit destination for sun-seekers and photographers alike. Located within Berat National Park, Ksamil's natural setting is protected and stunningly pristine. The beaches, each with its own beach bar, cabanas, and kayaks, are perfect for relaxing or swimming out to the nearby Ksamil Islands, which you can reach in minutes by paddle boat. Despite its postcard beauty, Ksamil maintains a local charm. Families fish at dawn, and tavernas grill fresh seafood by the shore. The sunsets here are sublime, watching the sky turn orange behind Korfu's silhouette, while sipping a chilled Albanian wine is a moment you won't forget. During high season, Ksamil is lively, with music echoing along the beachfront. Off-season, it's a serene, dreamy getaway. Whether you're a couple, a family, or a solo traveler, Ksamil offers the quintessential Mediterranean escape without the price tag or crowds of nearby Greece. 6. Shkodër, the cultural heart of the north. Shkodër is Albania's intellectual and cultural capital, a city of bicycles, bohemian cafes, and artists, steeped in history and surrounded by nature. It sits between the vast Lake Shkodër, the largest in the Balkans, the Albanian Alps, and the mighty Drin River, making it both a scenic and strategic location. At its core lies Rozafa Castle, perched high above the confluence of 3 rivers. Its ruins date back to the Illyrian era and offer panoramic views over the city and the lake. The castle also tells the tragic legend of Rozafa, a woman entombed in its walls as a sacrifice, a tale emblematic of Albania's deep storytelling culture. The pedestrian Rruga Kolodramino is Shkodër's artistic artery, lined with pastel-colored buildings, art galleries, and cafes where jazz flows as freely as espresso. The Mrubi National Photography Museum, housing thousands of glass negatives, offers a time-traveling look at Albanian life from the 19th century onwards. Shkodër is also the gateway to the Albanian Alps and Lake Koman ferry, which some call Europe's most beautiful boat ride. The city's layered identity, Venetian, Ottoman, Catholic, and Muslim, makes it a fascinating place to explore, while its youthful, open energy makes you want to stay. 7. Dhermi, cliffside beaches and bohemian nights. Dhermi, perched between mountains and sea, is where Albania's Riviera becomes magic. The village is a mix of centuries-old stone houses clinging to cliffs and a long, pebbled beach that stretches for kilometers below. The beaches like Drymades and Gjirokastër are legendary, with translucent water, hidden coves, and dramatic rock formations. Gjirokastër Beach, in particular, can only be reached by hiking through a narrow canyon, making it feel like a secret paradise. By day, Dhermi is peaceful and slow. Some others lounge under olive trees, locals sell honey and herbs, and fishermen haul in the day's catch. By night, especially in summer, it transforms into a bohemian playground, with open-air music festivals, beach bars, and fire-lit gatherings on the sand. The village itself, with its crumbling churches and epic sea views, remains authentic and untouched. It's where you can hike in the morning, swim in the afternoon, and dance by moonlight. Dhermi is for travelers who want the wild, unfiltered side of the Mediterranean. 8. Apollonia, echoes of an ancient empire. Just outside the town of Fjord lies Apollonia, a majestic ancient city founded by Greek colonists in the 6th century BCE. Once a thriving center of learning and trade, visited by none other than Roman Emperor Augustus, Apollonia is now a hauntingly beautiful archaeological park nestled among rolling olive groves. Its amphitheater, library, temples, and agora give a vivid sense of Roman grandeur. The most iconic structure is the Bulterion, a red brick council chamber framed by elegant Ionic columns. What makes Apollonia special is its atmosphere. There are rarely crowds, and you can wander through the ruins undisturbed, imagining chariots on stone-paved roads, or philosophers debating under the sun. The nearby monastery of St. Mary, with its medieval frescoes and Byzantine charm, adds a layer of spiritual calm to the site. Apollonia isn't just a place to see ruins, it's a place to feel time collapse and antiquity come alive. 9. Llogara Pass, the drive of a lifetime. Llogara Pass is not a destination, it's a journey. This dramatic mountain road links the Albanian Riviera with the rest of the country, climbing from sea level to over 1,000 meters in dizzying switchbacks, revealing one of Europe's most scenic drives. At the summit is Llogara National Park, a cool pine forest offering a respite from the coastal heat. Eagles soar above, and wild goats roam the cliffs. The air is fresh, pine-scented, and filled with panoramic wonder. From the pass, you descend toward the Ionian Sea with sweeping views of the Riviera's curved golden beaches, turquoise coves, and villages scattered like pearls. Stop for grilled lamb or mountain tea at roadside taverns, and take your time. Whether you're driving, biking, or hiking, Llogara Pass is an unforgettable experience, a symbolic crossing point between Albania's wild heart and sunlit coast. 10. Lake Koman, Albania's fjord. Lake Koman is often described as Albania's version of the Norwegian fjords, and rightly so. This serpentine reservoir winds through steep canyon walls and lush valleys, offering one of the most magical boat journeys in Europe. The Koman ferry used by locals and tourists alike glides through emerald waters, flanked by towering cliffs, waterfalls, and alpine forests. It's not just scenic, it's otherworldly. The lake connects Fjorda to Koman, and for many villages, it remains the only link to the outside world. Along the way, you'll pass tiny settlements with no roads, children waving from river banks, and flocks of sheep clambering up rocky trails. For those continuing north, the ferry links directly to Valbona, forming part of Albania's classic Alps route. Whether you take the ferry, kayak, or stay in a lakeside guesthouse, Lake Koman is a place of quiet grandeur, a hidden masterpiece of nature.